Senior Living Today, brought to you by these fine sponsors: Wires Inc., First Class Realty, Triangle East, and Ward Specialty Pharmacy.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Senior Living Today. Can you believe a week has already gone by? We have got a great show for you tonight. Cheryl has lined up a great guest, good information of where we're going. And remember last week we talked a little bit about change. And Cheryl, as we talked about it, we even talked about prior to the show and kind of scripting what we're going to be doing tonight. Folks, I know it's been a tough year already, being 22, but we're only a few days into it. And I promise you, with just a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of change, you're going to see a big year coming in 22. Cheryl, who do we have tonight? But before we get into it, I know we got to talk about who? Our sponsors.
Yes, indeed. The folks who take care of us, who make it possible for us to be here and speak with y'all every week. Wires Inc., Brian West is the owner. They're located out on Sunset Avenue, just over I-95. Off the frontage road, as the man used to say.
Which is growing and growing and growing.
Great business out there. They make your vehicle pretty. They can make it safer. They can make it prettier, make it sound better, whatever you need done. And as I always like to talk about is my bed liner.
Yes, your bed liner and your
$800 pickup truck. Yes, sir. It works every time.
Now, question. Wasn't Brian on our show?
Yes.
Now, does he do, give him just a little extra, does he do audio?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Make the back window vibrate, man. He can do
That's definitely got me written all over it. Sorry to interrupt, but I thought he did on our show last. Take it away, sir.
He did. Red Hill, First Class Realty, Triangle East, real estate firm here in town. Those people are growing like crazy. Excellent service. You know, I've had friends and neighbors who have actually, sold their house through them. Great people to work with. They're located in the Mills Complex here in town. And last but not least, Patrick Ignacio operates Ward Specialty Pharmacy. It is a compounding pharmacy. If you got some expensive meds or you need some meds for your pet, go talk to that man.
Do you use him in your own family?
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Outstanding. Great dog that Cheryl's got, what have you, but Patrick is great. On the realtor end, do they do commercial work?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding.
Yes, sir, they do.
We want to cover all the gambits here, especially for our sponsors. Without them and WHIG, folks, we wouldn't be able to come to you. For our close here, we got a few minutes right here, but let you know, thank you for calling in and suggesting some of our people that we're going to have coming up in the future. One will be nursing homes, as we talked about last week. We had another call on that. Folks, I can't encourage you enough. Without you, we don't have a senior living show. And the greatest part of the population, folks, Dr. Jean, Cheryl, is our senior population. And what we have here tonight, in fact, Cheryl, I'm just going to hush, turn it over to you, and let you introduce. Take it away, sir.
This year we're trying to have a theme each month, and what we started out this year was, making changes for the better. Last week our guest was Joy Weaver, and that was her theme, was making small changes so there's a better you in 22. How about that? I rhymed one. And this evening, we are blessed. We are very fortunate to have Dr. Jean White, certified health coach. She's going to talk with us this evening about eating and how that affects what you do and your health and the best things to do there. And Jean, if you wouldn't mind, give us a little background on how you got into this and
Jean, before you start, I want to welcome you to Senior Living Today. Why? Because the crowd has asked questions about what a health coach is, how they do, and Cheryl and I and the company, we're just blessed to have you. So please, take it away. Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's interesting you talked about one step at a time, and that's really what I do. Is I teach people how to get healthy, one healthy habit at a time. Because you try to do it all at one time, it's too overwhelming. You teach one small step, and then another step, and then another step, and pretty soon you're healthy. So that fits into what you did last week with one healthy step at a time. So yes, I am a health coach, and I am actually a retired nurse practitioner. When I retired as a nurse practitioner, I was faced with what am I going to do? Who am I now? So what am I going to do? And one of my biggest issues was I was not very healthy. I was almost 300 pounds. And I was on all kinds of medications, and I was thinking, the way I'm going right now, in a couple of years, I'm going to be in a nursing home, with people taking care of me, and that is not how I wanted to spend my retirement years. So I decided I needed to do something different, and I found Optavia, and it's a transformational program, and I got on that. And that saved my life. It really did.
The honesty that you bring to senior living today, folks, I think you need to just, as you're sitting on your couch having dinner, thank you for tuning us in, as we always say, but with our people, and Dr. Jean White is our people, she's telling you experiencing things just like you experience. Everyone here has their own issues, Cheryl, and how we approach them is what senior living today is all about. Please tell us more how you got started. Or Cheryl, you've got
you talked about that, you were overweight and you started, what did you do, Gene, to start you? Because the one thing you said that got my attention immediately was I was on all these medications.
Right.
And I knew I didn't want to live like that. So kind of how did you get there?
The Optavia program that I coach for is based on blood sugar levels. It's keeping your insulin down, and your blood sugar steady.
Okay.
So that you're not hungry all the time, and you don't have all the damage that insulin and sugar does to your body.
pertaining to even diabetes and where that relates to?
Yeah, diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, all that's affected by the amount of sugar you have in your system.
Okay.
And so this program is built on leveling out your blood sugar system. So a lot of people that are diabetics actually have come off of diabetes medications. Type 1 diabetics on insulin, they usually reduce their insulin. They don't ever get off of it totally, but they do reduce their insulin.
Now, is that always by injection, or is that tablet? How is that?
I was on metformin.
Oh,
and now I'm off of metformin.
That's a blessing.
Good.
Yeah, it is.
Great.
And folks, I know you're sitting there watching us saying, Dr. Jean's saying, she's talking about me. I'm sure there are some out there that are going through. Please continue.
Yeah.
This is outstanding. Please.
Well, what I did was, the treatment for diabetes, especially type 2, is either medications or diet and lifestyle changes, or a combination of the two. And I was on metformin, and then I adopted the diet and lifestyle changes that Optavia taught me. And they worked so well that I got off the medication, and now I'm controlling my diabetes by diet and lifestyle change. And I was just thinking that I was cured of diabetes, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm still a diabetic. But the Optavia has taken the place of the metformin. I'm controlling it by the diet and lifestyle change instead of controlling it by medication, which is a natural form. You don't have all the side effects of the medication or the cost of the medication. So it's a more natural way to treat the diabetes.
So that to me, Cheryl, I'm going to throw it to you in just a second, but that to me, when I hear, you brought up a good word from last week, we were talking about change. You just said something, and I won't get you to talk about the name because I've mispronounced it twice, and I'll let you do that. But you were saying control, and controlling it without meds, the medication. To me, I mean, that's a home run.
Yeah,
that's something very, very good.
And if you're diabetic, you need to talk to your doctor and make sure that your doctor knows that you're on this program. And I've got a letter that you can take to your doctor that explains the program to your doctor.
Can you look in the camera and tell them the name? Because I've mispronounced it.
It's called Optavia.
Yeah.
Optavia. Opta stands for optimal, and Via stands for way. So it's the optimal way to optimal health.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Optavia.
And that's what you would bring to the table: coaching, assisting, teaching, leading, guiding.
Absolutely.
Is what you bring to the table.
Yes, and the Optavia program has 4 components to it, and all of them work together to make a successful program. Only one is the diet itself, the eating plan.
Oh.
But the coach is a very important part because it gives you accountability, gives you somebody to ask questions, somebody that encourages you, keeps you from getting discouraged. Like if you're a client of mine and you call me and say, I didn't lose any weight this week or I gained weight this week, I'm not going to say, bad person,
No.
You didn't say in your program this week. I'm going to encourage you to say what happened, and And we talk about how can you avoid that the next time? How can we help you to stay on plan the next time?
A good line of communication.
Strategies and communications. Yeah, I always tell my clients, when is the time that you're going to most want to talk to me? When I've lost weight, so I can brag about it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
When's the time you least want to call me? When I've gained weight. And when's the time you most need to call me? When I gain weight. I said, don't hesitate to call me, even though you feel like you've failed. It's not a failure. We turn that failure into a learning experience.
Oh, I like that. Turn the negative into a positive.
Into a positive, right?
Yeah. So this is a momentum headed in the right direction. That's what we're trying to do, right?
Keep going in the right direction.
That's exactly right.
It's never a straight line from here to there.
Right.
From here to your goal weight and your health, your optimal health. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes backwards, it goes down, but eventually you get here. And you do learning all along the way. And if you get from here to here without any hiccups, you're a very unusual person.
Yes.
I don't expect that to happen. It doesn't happen for me.
Now, you made a comment when they call. For the audience, is there something with the, and I'm pronouncing it? Optavia program. Do they always call you, or do you go visit them? Is it an in-person thing?
It depends.
How does it work?
It depends on where the client wants.
So it's up to the audience.
It's up to the client. I can either do it by phone, I can do it by Zoom call, or I can meet them somewhere if they live in this area. The good thing about the phone call and Zoom is I can do it from anywhere. So if I'm out of town, I can still call that client.
And the big thing we had that actually came to us, Dr. Jean, and Cheryl, you're aware, you brought it up at our last meeting, was protocol. So many people are concerned about, and I know you addressed that. Could you touch on that just a bit as you're starting to go into
the protocol
of COVID? When you talk with someone face up or what, on the telephone, we don't have to worry about it.
Right.
On Zoom, we don't have to worry about it.
We meet in person. I talk to that person to see where their comfort level is.
Very good, yeah. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, one-on-one, and I'm totally vaccinated, booster and everything, and so I'm not worried about it. And if that person is also, and they're not worried about it, we don't use a mask. But they say anybody, not just with Optavia, but anywhere I go, I've always got a mask with me.
Outstanding.
And if somebody comes up to me and says, I'd be more comfortable if you had a mask on, no argument, no, why do you need a mask, nothing like that. If that's how they feel, I pull my mask out, put it on, let's keep on going.
Because you're there, you're helping them, benefiting them.
So if they need me to wear a mask and that makes them more comfortable, I put my mask on.
We just got notified, we got a minute and a half here going to break. If you were to take us, that's why we try to get so much in so quick.
Right.
If you're taking them to, Cheryl, am I right on this? You're talking about the first level, Dr. Jean. What is our second level that you try to take them to? You said it was 4 levels?
That's not levels, 4 parts of the program.
4 parts. What is the second?
So the coach is one.
Okay.
There's a curriculum we've got.
And what is that?
It's 2 books, and they're called elements, and we go through the elements. And some of the elements take 1 week, some of them take 2 weeks. We do it at the client's pace. So if it says it should be done in 1 week, and we have our coach call, and I say, how's it going with the element? And they say, I only got through half of it. That's fine, we'll take 2 weeks. Or sometimes they'll say, I read it, but I don't think I really got it all. I needed to read it again. Okay, we're going to take 2 weeks on that then. So we take it at their pace.
And everyone does something totally different, Cheryl, at a different pace, whether we're learning, whether we're teaching, whatever it may be. Folks, I want you to take a break, get up off the couch, get another plate full, come on back and visit. Second half of this is going to be even better than the first half. Dr. Jean White's got some information she's going to leave you with that where you are able to utilize before you pick up the phone and actually call her. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Thanks for tuning in. Senior Living Today.
Senior Living Today, brought to you by these fine sponsors: Wires Inc., First Class Realty, Triangle East, and Ward Specialty Pharmacy.
Welcome Welcome back to Senior Living Today. Now that was a short break. We got a new commercial coming. It's normally a minute and a half, and it caught us off guard over here, but we're ready for you. Grab a chair, sit back down. You know, over the break we learned something. We were walking around the studio and talking and what have you, and of course this was right before Dr. Jean got here. And I made the comment to my partner, I said, Cheryl, you look like you're losing weight, bud. What world? Was it over the Christmas holidays? You just cut back or what? Cheryl looked at Dr. Jean, and I don't need to say any more. I'm going to let you two tell the audience what you told everybody here. How did you start losing your weight, Cheryl?
Yeah, just surprise, surprise. Dr. Jean White is my coach.
Had no idea, folks.
He's doing really well in the program.
And I will reinforce everything Dr. Jean said. She is a fabulous coach, because I have those weeks where like, I didn't read all of that. Got to go back to it. And there's been the book that we use, The Elements, it is excellent. And it's one of those things that I know I will keep that book for the rest of my life, you know, and I'll be reading it.
Kind of referring back to it as we're doing?
Time to time, because it is just a great lifestyle.
It is lifestyle.
Book, you know, if you will.
Would you classify it as a reference book that you could go back to?
There is a reference book, but there's the one that he's going through is the life book.
Right.
Okay.
And it's designed to be done in 52 weeks, so it takes a year to go through everything. Losing weight is more than what you eat.
Right.
It's 75%.
Keep talking.
mindset,
Dr. Jean, I'm learning tonight.
25% what
Yes.
you eat.
Eat.
You know,
That's exactly
so the
right.
book teaches you how do you deal with stress, how do you deal with tension, how your body works. It talks about why do you get hungry, and just how everything works.
And you've
Yeah.
experienced.
Absolutely, yeah. It, you know, having the elements, the book, The Elements that I'm reading about, and yet helped me see things I was doing. And it's interesting because it, you know, thank the Lord, it sticks. You know,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'll read something 2 or 3 times, and it sticks, and I will catch myself, you know, I'll be out and, you know, having a meal, and I'm a whole lot more conscious
Of what?
of you know, what I'm eating, and very, very honestly, I do not get hungry.
On this program,
You do not get hungry.
Well, you know the old adage
I'm
for
never hungry.
both of you.
Right.
We are what we eat. And you can't tell me sitting on your couch, sitting there watching us tonight, you don't have a question of, well, how is it that I've been told I can have 5 small meals a day?
That's it, brother.
6 meals.
Yeah, 6.
You can have 6. That's where I was going, because so many people do what? What do? We eat 3 heavy meals. Heavy breakfast, heavy lunch, and Cheryl, if it's like me, Dr. Jean, I want to find some couch somewhere after that heavy lunch, and about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm about to fall out, need a cup of coffee or whatever. This addresses that. Is that correct where you...
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Yes, it
you
does.
shouldn't have, it's like the Thanksgiving dinner, everybody gets, you know, it's all, they say it's the turkey, it's not the turkey, it's all the carbs you ate.
Right.
It's the rolls and the dressing and
Right.
and the sweet potatoes with melted marshmallows on top.
Okay, tell her. Because it's so good.
Right.
Yes, it is. But we do have to reframe, and that goes back to our first, where our theme is, Cheryl, change. And that's where Dr. Jean White
You do
is.
live, you know, there is life that's happening while you're trying to lose weight and get healthy. And if Thanksgiving to you is mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes with melted marshmallows on top.
Oh, absolutely.
And dressing and pumpkin pie. And you say, but I can't have any of that, it's not Thanksgiving. Well, number one, it is Thanksgiving. It's not about the food, it's about the people.
Okay.
It's about the memories that you make together as a family.
No question.
With the people so make it about the people, not about the food. But we have what we call the 3-bite rule.
Okay.
If there's something that you really want to have, you know, take 3 bites of it.
And that does not mean to get a spoon that's
No,
that big.
not 3 bites of it.
The two of you know me, because I just circumvented that. It was like, okay, I got that, there's no problem. Where's the kitchen spatula? And I have but that's not what we're talking
It's
about.
interesting because I heard a copy this morning on the Good Morning Show, the 3rd hour. She was talking about this research that she just read, where the sense of pleasure and excitement that you get from the food that you love.
Yes.
After the first bite, it diminishes. The first bite is the exciting bite. The second bite's a little bit less by the third bite. You're just eating it to eat it.
Right.
So it's like we're chasing.
That's what we've been saying all along.
That is.
You don't really need that. You get that taste of the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on it, the first bite. And then the second bite, it's just by the third bite, you're not really enjoying it.
So hence that's classified as the three-bite rule.
Yeah. And that way you've had it, you haven't deprived yourself of having the pumpkin pie or whatever it is you're looking forward to. You're not depriving yourself, because if you deprive yourself and you feel deprived, then you're going to crave that food.
So really,
and you're going to get up at midnight and go to the refrigerator and eat the leftovers.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Because you can't get to sleep because you haven't had it,
Right.
So, yeah, the three-bite rule will keep you from overdoing it.
Well, tell us more.
Yeah,
I mean, to know that Cheryl is on it, I was taken away, and here we only have minutes left, but please continue going down this path, because knowing that Mr. Braswell is on this, I'm looking forward to, what did you say, Dr. Jean? 52 weeks down the
52 weeks down the road, that's the curriculum. And it's designed to help you understand how your body works and how you relate to food, how you relate to the world around you, how you relate to yourself. Because you have to care about yourself. And we have a big problem in the United States of people who have poor self-esteem.
Okay.
And with senior adults, especially when they, just like me, when you retire, you have a crisis identity. Because now who are you? Because you've been a doctor or a sales rep or whatever you have
Whatever,
been,
yes.
And now you're not doing that anymore. So who are you? And everybody has to have purpose in life.
Yes.
So you have to find that purpose. You have to redefine who you are.
Okay, we had a question come in, and we don't take a lot of questions, but this one came from the producer, and it's one we should address. Dr. Jean White, Cheryl Braswell, what do we do about fast food? Everybody is moving, going hither, there, got this to do. Cheryl, you had 4 meetings today. I know your day was busy. We run by or go through the, bless you, we run by and go through the drive-through. How bad is that for us?
It's really bad for you.
Please tell the audience.
Fast foods are full of sodium, full of hidden sugars. There's sugar in everything in the fast food because it's especially a high fructose corn syrup.
Corn syrup.
And it actually your body gets hungry when you have high fructose corn syrup. So the food industry knows that if they give you high fructose corn syrup, you're going to be hungry again in an hour and you're going to come back and get more. So they make more money. So they put high fructose corn syrup. It's cheaper, so they make a better profit off of the product.
Certainly.
But also it's bad for our bodies. And all that sugar and all that sodium is making us age faster.
Wow.
And it's causing insulin resistance.
Right.
It's causing diabetes. It's causing cardiovascular disease.
Inflammation.
Yeah. And a weight around the middle part of your body, which is visceral fat. It's the fat that's against your organs, so it's building up around your organs.
So let me make sure I understand.
So they don't.
So where we are here, this could lead to back problems.
Absolutely.
Because of the weight in our center.
Yes.
Then my question, I guess, follows up. This is what Cheryl and I had mentioned. Then how about the 2,000 calorie rule that a lot of us live by on a daily basis, whatever the FDA and all of the great organizations that are out there supposed to be guiding us, okay? Does it hold any weight with the 2,000 calories when we're talking to the system that you and Cheryl are on?
I don't count calories on it.
That's what I wanted to hear. Please, let the audience know.
I don't count calories. With this program, you're going to eat 1 meal a day. That's food that you cook.
Right.
It's going to be a protein and it's going to be a carb. It's going to be a vegetable, a low-carb vegetable and a protein. And then the rest of them, you're going to eat products that you buy from the company. I'm not a sales rep. I don't sell the products.
Sure.
You go to the company and you buy them yourself. They pay me to coach people that are buying their products. So that's what I do.
Then on the side of where you're saying vegetable, Cheryl, you brought this up last week. Is it the color end of what we're eating as far as vegetables? And help me here, Cheryl. I'm talking about greens.
Right. Well, your healthy vegetables, I think, Dr. Jean, you would agree that those are your colors.
The colors are the most healthy.
Right.
Yeah,
right colors. Yeah.
Okay. That's where I was going.
Greens, yellow, red.
When you're in your book, you'll have a book like this.
Okay.
And it'll have a list of vegetables to start with. And then later on we can add more vegetables to it. But it's mainly the leafy green vegetables, green beans, broccoli,
So it is the colors. It is the colors of what and you're trying to get that weight. And I'll go back to it because it is the midsection. And think about
the most dangerous. All of it's dangerous.
That's where I wanted to.
But the most dangerous is around because that's where your organs are, and that's where it's squeezing on those organs and making them work harder to do their jobs.
I've not heard it put like that. Think about where we are and where we're sitting here right now. And if we're sitting in an L90 position, you're actually forcing the body to do what? Work harder.
Yes. Yep.
Trying to. Had no idea of where we are. And guys and girls, I hate to, but we've got 90 seconds. So what we're going to do, Cheryl, I'm going to give you about 45 here, and let's give Dr. Gene White a good minute to close. Yep. I'll start with you, brother, if you'd like, and I'll throw it to Miss Jean, and then we'll bring it to a close.
Sure. I'll do my testimony for Dr. Gene here. Seriously, this has been an excellent program for me to get on, and it has been very educational, no question about it. It teaches you a different lifestyle, making little changes for a better you in 22. How about that? Another ride.
Oh, I like that.
I like it.
How about your energy level? Not to interrupt your spiel, but I see a difference.
Energy level, good. Sleep, good. I mean, we talked about that today. You asked me if I was taking any type of thing to sleep.
Melatonin or any of the other drugs.
My head hits that pillow, good night, Irene. You know.
You know out there when you sit there, guys, you know this, tossing and turning, tossing and turning, tossing and turning, 30 minutes before I finally go to sleep.
No.
You don't have that.
No. The only thing that wakes me up is a dog.
Dr. Gene, you got a 30-second lead out, and then I'm going to close us. Is anything, please let them know what you can do and bring to the table.
It's not unusual to have a higher energy level, anything like that. So,
absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a blessing.
It is, it really is.
So how do we get a hold of you?
The number is on the screen, right?
But I'm going to ask you to repeat it.
678-521-8221, or you can go to my Facebook page.
There you go.
It's Get Healthy with Dr. Gene on Facebook. And then you can get in touch with me there, send me a message or whatever.
I love it.
I'll get back with you. I can coach from anywhere, so I can do it by phone, or I can do it by Zoom, or I can meet you somewhere.
So it is Get Healthy with Dr. Gene.
Yes.
And the telephone number, I got to pick on you one more time before we close. If you'll look at them and tell them. 678-521-8221. Folks, you've got it right here at Senior Living Today. Right. Please call Dr. Gene. I had no idea that my partner, Cheryl Braswell, is sitting right here and under her tutelage of Dr. Gene White. Folks, that's why you tune in to Senior Living Today. We thank you. Of course, we couldn't do it with WHIG being right here. Statewide itself, we've had too many people call in and want to know, what do you guys do? We know about Medicare, but we need to hear more about Statewide Insurance Group located right here locally. You know, we close with always shop, buy, churches locally. That's what we do in our community, and that's what Senior Living Today is all about. Thanks for tuning in. Godspeed. We look forward to seeing all of you next Tuesday evening. Good night.
Good night.
Senior Living Today, brought to you by these fine sponsors: Wires Inc., First Class Realty, Triangle East, and Ward Specialty Pharmacy.